Yo, what's going on? It's your man, Rick the Dawn. What's going on, beautiful ladies and gentlemen? I'm here to tell you 10 things that men wish women knew. All right. Number one, in no particular order, less is more. I cannot stress this enough. Men do not require a lot. Let me tell you, ladies, if you want to find your dream guy, take the less is more approach. This is in particular, this particular point is especially with regards to weave and makeup. A lot of, and even body modifications. Less is more. I can't tell you how many times I've seen women with so much weave, women with so much makeup packed on their face. And this is not a woman bashing video. This is for women's education, or how you might see women with these gigantic breasts or these gigantic BBLs. Less is more. And we're talking, and if you have all this stuff and you're like, you're mad at me right now and you're single, I'm telling you why you're single. Because it's all about psychology. And a lot of times men can't understand women and women can't understand men. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to put you inside the brain of a man so you can make adjustments. You can't be mad at that. So what I'm telling you is take the weave out. And if you have to have it, go with less, because the biggest turnoff for a man is when we look at a woman and we can immediately see weave. It looks like plastic. Imagine me right now with a weave hairdo or a fake mustache. Would that be attractive to you? And I think women have been getting away with that kind of stuff for so long that they don't see it that way. But we need you to start seeing it that way. When we look at you, if we can see the weave, it is something that can turn a man off. Same thing with makeup. We know that's not your face. And if we can see it packed on and it's like overdone, it's an immediate turn off, because we know that that look is not sustainable. And even though men are very sexual people and we love these gigantic bottoms and stuff like that, breasts and stuff like that, we all grown here. It doesn't change the fact that if it's abnormally large, it will, disrupt the fantasy, because it'll become a juxtaposition. We'll see it and we'll say that doesn't fit the rest of the puzzle. So here's what I'm saying. Try to find the most natural hairstyle you can run with, even if you have short hair. And a lot of women don't understand. We'll take a woman with short hair, over a woman with long weave. We find that more attractive. You probably didn't know that, right? Go with less is more as far as your makeup. Maybe your cheeks, a couple spaces, but don't keep packing it on. That's even if you have bad skin. If you got bad skin, there's better alternatives like coconut oil. Go to the grocery store, buy coconut oil, put that on your skin, and your skin will become naturally beautiful. Trust me when I say that. If you look at my skin, I use it sometimes. I don't use it as much as I should or I used to, but for sure I use it. Now, coconut oil is an amazing alternative to whatever's out there. And then with breast augmentation, hey, we like small breasts, and that's why I'm doing these videos, because I'm not sure women understand that we like small bottoms. Like, not every man wants a woman with a gigantic butt. You wouldn't believe that, would you? But I'm telling you. All right. Number two, your weight isn't that important. This is probably a black man thing. I'm not sure this pertains to all men, but when it comes to your weight, it is not the biggest factor in the world. A lot of women, they're constantly comparing themselves to models and stuff like that. That's not necessary. Yes, we're going to look at those women, but most likely those women are just those they're like fast food for us, for men. We like it. It's quick, it's fast, but it's not a home cooked meal. A home cooked meal probably has a little bit of jiggle on it, and we are programmed to like that. So if you find yourself to be slightly overweight, don't let it be a thing that disrupts your entire life, your entire mood. Yes, we do want you to hit the gym. Yes, we want you to, be mindful of it. We don't want you to become, obese or anything because you're not taking care of yourself. But I'll say it this way: try to be healthy, not skinny. And I think if you run with that, you'll have more success. Try to be healthy. Focus on being healthy, eating healthy. Just exercising in general. I think if you go a week or two without hitting a gym, without lifting anything, without doing any type of exertion type or base activity, that's when you might be in the wrong or in the red. Okay. But as long as you're doing something active, I think you should be fine. And that's where I'll leave that. Number three, you can't be broke. I think there's this new thing going around where it's like men pay all the bills. You want a traditional wife, then you got to pay the bills. You're the head of the house. Relax, ladies. We are no longer in that time. And I think you know that better than anybody, because women now command higher salaries than men most of the time. And quite frankly, what's happened is men, especially black men, we've been raised by strong women. It's really sad because our father, or not my father, but a lot of black fathers, either by way of the mother ostracizing the father, because we don't talk about that a lot. A lot of times the mother is the barrier between the father and the son. We don't, or the kids. We don't talk about that. We always say it's deadbeat father. But what about these mothers who just create this drama and there's this force field around their kids to remove the father? I mean, that happens. But nevertheless, men are being raised by women, and we're looking at this woman every day, working hard, working hard, working hard. And when we come across women who don't work, or women who expect everything to be handed to them, it's an immediate turnoff. And it's not necessarily a bad thing that you require your man to take care of certain things. I'm just telling you what we see on a daily basis as we grow up. I grew up with a strong woman. There's just no way I'm going to support a woman 100%. It's just not going to happen, because I admire my mother so much and what she sacrificed and how I saw her work every day. That's with or without my father's help, which he was there, by the way, always there. I can always call my father and, go see him or what have you. And then I even moved with my father. But the point remains, I saw my mother work so hard and just be a boss out here. So a lot of men, especially black men, we're being raised by these female bosses. So when we come across women who don't exude that type of energy, it's an immediate turnoff. So you can't be broke. You have to be a woman who makes money, who commands a dollar. And I'm gonna tell you something you probably don't want to hear. We need a woman who will pay for things, like straight like that. Even Genesis, if you're a Bible person, even Genesis says that God gave the husband a wife as a helper. So if you're not coming in to help, you're going to probably be single, or you're going to be at the mercy of a man who makes a lot of money, and he's going to pretty much dictate your life. Probably won't appreciate you because he's going to look at you as a sexual toy. Do you really want that? You want to come in with some power. I saw a quote the other day, and I think it was by Lala. All right, Lala Anthony. And she said the most beautiful thing I ever heard a woman say. She said, make money so that you can pick the man you want. I said, that's the realest thing ever. When you come in with your pockets straight, women, ladies, you can pick your guy rather than just picking a guy because he has his situation straight. I mean, there's nothing like two bosses in a relationship. The woman's commanding a dollar and the man is doing the exact same thing. Number 4, you cannot be dumb. Like, I'm telling you, there's this weird thing going on in social media, in the social media verse, where there's a lot of women just showing off their body. And I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of views. You're going to get a lot of clicks because it's really simple. I mean, does McDonald's serve billions of people around the world? Yes, but it doesn't mean that we value McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we see those women, we like those women, we look at those women, but we don't value them because they don't show more than what they show, right? It's like, if you'll sell yourself cheap, and really, it's really very, very contradictory. I'm telling you, it's hypocritical. But again, we're just going straight to it. Yes, we like to look at it, but it really sells you cheap. It's low hanging fruit. And a lot of men don't tell you this, but we really value a woman that has standards, right? And you don't hear about that often because guys are so busy like clicking on what we want. We want to see that, but we don't want to live with it. Does that make sense? We want to see it, but we don't want to marry it. We don't like we'll even sleep with it, right? But we don't want to join with it and have it be our children's mother. We don't want to do that. So you can't be dumb, and you don't want to come across as dumb. One of the most sexiest types of women out there is a woman that's educated, and that shows it without being cocky, without trying to put men down. I see that too, but a woman who is confident in her understanding and her knowledge base, oh my gosh, she's undefeated, and she'll be more respected once she gets into a relationship with a man. Okay, I'm telling you, if you lead with your sex, ladies, you're going to lose when it comes to men. It's a lot of reasons why. It's a lot of competition out there. You would have to be the baddest of the baddest of the baddest of the baddest of the baddest, and you'll have to continue to be the baddest of the baddest as you age, knowing that there's new baddies coming along, right? But the smart woman can't really be replaced, can she? Yes, you can replace a woman who leads with breast and bottom. I mean, that's very, very easy to replace because there's always going to be a new one and a younger one, always. But how much more difficult is it to replace a woman that has this, right? Who has skills, who can cook, who can command a room, who can speak. How much harder is it to replace that? So that's no longer, like, for example, I'll give you a great example. Michelle Obama, for example, not the best, not the best looking by a lot of men's standard. That's what we keep hearing. She looks like this. She's like, let me tell you something about Michelle Obama. She doesn't have to look good. She's so intelligent, and she leads with her intelligence, and it makes her look better to me. Okay, and a lot of men think that way. Trust me. I mean, she got the first black president of the USA. You think he was going to bring in a hoochie mama and Donald Trump it? No, he wasn't. So the point is, ladies, don't always lead with sex, because what happens is, on a subconscious basis or base, it makes you look as if you're not that intelligent. So try it out. See if I'm lying. I'm telling you. Number 5, we're sexual people, which means we really wish women would tap into their sexual side when it comes to dealing with us. It's very easy to please us. You don't have to cook. Like they always say, the fastest way to a man's heart is his stomach. Yeah, that's a lie. Nah, I think you can figure it out, right? Listen, men are sexual beings, and we lead with sex. We think about sex all the time. That's about the only way to guarantee that you're going to please your man. Like when it comes to his birthday, when it comes to holidays, instead of getting him a gift, give him you. And you'll see what I mean once you do that. All right. I don't know lingerie is cool. You don't even need lingerie. I'm telling you, we're sexual beings. And the faster you understand that, the faster you'll get the guy you want, or keep the guy you love, because a lot of women lose sight of that. And I'm telling you, I get it. I know ladies have a lot on their plates. They're trying to do this. They're working. They got kids. I get all of that. But again, what we wish you knew is it doesn't take much to please us. As long as you can tap into your sexual energy, because that's your force, that's your strength, right? Man, a woman walking across a room, it's a reason why you see a lot of guys will be doing anything. We could be reading a book, texting, and if a beautiful woman walks by, even if she's not that good looking, a woman walks by in general, we'll always stop what we're doing, because it's like we're sexual beings, and a lot of times sex trumps a lot of things. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing, we will stop what we're doing. Okay, we could be writing a check to our mother, like, hey, this is for her, blah blah blah, and a woman walks by, it will command our entire attention. So for whatever reason, I think it's more nature than anything other than nurture. I think it's more nature based. It's the way we're programmed, and a woman that commands her sexual energy will always have the trump card. A lot of women often wonder why their man cheat, and why their men go to strip clubs, and why their man is, staying out late. It's probably because some woman out there is providing that more so than yourself, right? Some woman out there is only, a lot of women, unfortunately, that's their biggest talent, is just their sexual, prowess. And a lot of times the women in the household, or the woman that a guy is with, she kind of loses sight of that, because she's used to, having sex with them. The guy's probably not the best at sex. It's a lot of reasons why she may not be tapping into that sexual energy. So what happens is the guy leaves the house, or figuratively speaking, he leaves the house or leaves the relationship, and finds a woman who can satisfy that. And he might not even love her. It's just that she satisfies that sexual button for him, or checks that sexual button for him, and then he can come home and get the rest of the spectrum from the woman he's with. But the minute the woman can tap into that sexual spectrum and kind of satisfy that particular space for him, then it makes the side chick irrelevant. All right, next one, number 6. Dressing half naked makes you look desperate. I know for a fact I'm treading on really dangerous territory here, because I know women love their sexual liberty and they don't want to feel controlled by a man. But I'm just telling you what I know. Okay, let me tell you, when I see a woman that's dressed half naked, it shows a lack of confidence. And I wish women would understand that when you are clothed, and I'm not talking about turban and mask and full length gown. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about dressing respectably. All right. When we see that versus a woman that is half naked, it says so much. They always say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And let me tell you, if you show me a picture of a woman that's half naked and a woman that's fully clothed, I'm telling you, I'm going to say this woman is more confident. She's more assured about who she is as a person. She probably had her father in her life. I mean, even if it's not true, that's what it exudes, right? And I see a woman that's half naked. It's like she's young. She's, probably childish, probably comes with drama. These are all things on a subconscious basis that we see when we see half naked women. The biggest one is a lack of confidence. This woman must not have confidence in her ability to think and her ability to solve problems. She must not be, confident in much, right? Because she has to rely on the most basic part of herself. And maybe there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I'm just telling you the psyche of most men, not all men. Some men would prefer a woman that's half naked. But then you have to ask yourself, what kind of man is that? Is it a man that has standards, or a man that has 25 baby mamas and is not educated? I guess I'm speaking from the perspective of a man rather, that is educated, who actually wants to achieve more than he probably should. Okay, so I'm saying, if you want a high value man, maybe that's how I should preference everything. If you want a high value man, then the more clothes, the better. Okay, I find it very rare. I find it very, very, very rare. You're going to find or get a college educated, high value man half naked. I'm not sure that's going to happen. All right, that's just my personal opinion. Yes, you can get a guy to take you in for a week, for a month. All those things are possible. However, when it comes to a marriage, if you want a husband, the more clothes, the better, in my personal opinion. Number 7, we like when you're jealous. We like when you act jealous. Let me tell you what I mean by that. First off, there's this huge belief out there that jealous women are not. No, actually, we like them. We like women that show that they care about us so much that they'll be jealous. Okay, I'll tell you a very, very fast story. In high school, I was dating a young lady, and I came to school the next day, and they was like, "Yo, Rick, so and so fought so and so because you were talking to her," and it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. First, what's up, D? But no, I was like, yo, so you like me that much that you would fight for me? I just thought that was dope. So anyway, men actually like jealous women. We don't like women that, put your life in danger, that scratch your car. We're not talking about crazy, but we like jealous. We like women that like you or love you so much that they're protective over you, right? So that's what I mean by that. They'll protect you. I'll tell you the funniest thing. If you think I'm lying, ask a mother about her son. Like, I'm telling you, the most jealous women on planet Earth, it is a mother. A mother doesn't want anybody getting near their son if they don't meet a certain standard. And as a husband, as a boyfriend, or whatever, it's really cool when your woman exudes that same energy. And I'll tell you another story. There was one point where I was with a young lady, and I was, I guess we had broke up or whatever. So I kind of like cheated on her, or was it cheating, or was I just like, we're not together, so I'm just gonna do some other women, whatever. So anyway, once we got back together, she kind of asked me, like, have you been talking to other ladies? And I was like, yeah, I talked to this one girl, and we did our thing, whatever. And she told me to call her, right? So we called the lady I was like kind of kicking it with on the side as we were taking a break. And my girl at the time went off on the other chick. And it was the most sexy thing ever. Like, my woman loves me so much that she'll go off on another chick. I'm telling you, men love jealous women. Now, we don't like crazy women. We don't like violent women. We're not saying, like, if you're walking with your girl, or you're walking with your man, I'm talking to the ladies. If you're walking with your man and you see a lady eyeing your man a little bit, and you like step to her, like, what are you doing? No, we don't like that. But we do like it if we're walking with you, you see a lady looking at us, and you like rub our head, or you like kind of like do something sexual, like kisses on the neck. That's very attractive. We wish women would tap into that a little bit more. All right, number 8, telling in-home secrets is a huge turnoff. One of the biggest turnoffs that most women do is tell things that's happening in the house to people outside of the house. Let me tell you, nothing turns your man off more than that. Well, there's probably things out there that do, but this is definitely one of those things. Women, you have to learn to respect the privacy of your home. The minute you start telling your cousins, your sisters, your aunties, your best friends about what's happening in the house, especially when it involves your man, you immediately just like turn him off. Like, it's a huge thing that happens. And I know, because I got a lot of friends and their girls get to popping off on social media. Oh my gosh, I didn't even say social media, but you telling your business, this, the things that's happening in your house on social media is a gigantic turn off. And ladies, you got to stop doing it. Okay. All right. Number 9, women's feet are a huge turn on. We talked about turn offs. Let's talk about turn ons. Let me tell you, I'm really getting tired of seeing these ladies with, long weave, gigantic eyelashes, which is a huge turn off, by the way. I didn't even put it on my list, but my gosh, we hate lashes. But anyway, gigantic lashes, long weaves, right? but their feet are ugly. It's like your priorities are mixed up. Ladies, your feet are so important. Men love women with beautiful feet. You can be, I even dated this one young lady, and she was not the best looking, right? But her feet were so pretty, I ignored how like unattracted to her I was. That is how powerful pretty feet are. Go ask any guy you know, ask any of your homies. Like, our feet a thing. Like, I'm telling you, they are. And you have to take care of your feet. You have to have pretty feet. I said earlier that we don't care about weed, we don't care about makeup. Less is more. Hey, all that money that you're going to save from not using so much makeup and so much weave, go get your feet fixed, because that's more important than just about everything. I'm telling you, you got women who are paying $7 to $10 to $12,000 on fake booties or whatever, BBL. Let me tell you something. If your feet don't look good, you're wasting your money. I'm telling you, if I see a chick, her hair is laid, her nails are laid, her lashes are laid, she got the nicest breasts, got the nicest butt, but her feet ugly, it's going to take you from whatever number you thought you were at, whether it be a 9 or a 10, it's going to drop you 3 notches, because your feet are so important. I'm telling you. Now, there are exceptions. If our woman is someone who's in the field of like ballet, if she plays basketball or something like that, we'll probably make concessions and we'll rock with it. But let me tell you, if you don't do any of that kind of stuff and you work in like an office, your feet better be nice. I'm telling you right now, ladies, prioritize your feet. Now, I'm going to just put this as 9.2 or 9B. We hate lashes, ladies. I'm just telling you, it's time to give it up. I know what you think. I saw this video today. It's crazy. I saw a video today. The lady, she had a lash on one side, and she said, "This is why ladies wear lashes." And she was showing her lashes side, and she took her hand off the other side that did not have a lash. And according to her, she looked angry and mean. But I'm like, no, you look human. I mean, it's not human to see lashes that flop off your face. That's weird. So, ladies, it's okay to not put your lashes on sometime. And a lot of times, those fake lashes are destroying your real lashes. I'm just telling you. Anyway, the final one is, we like small butts and we like small breasts. I'm telling you, you got to get over this thing of bigger is better. It's not always true. I'm telling you right now, a woman with a small bottom, small breast is very attractive, especially if she's confident in herself. I'll tell you a perfect example. Jada Pinkett. Now, I'm not telling you that her actions are, valid in the way that she treats Will, blah, blah. I get the entire narrative around Jada Pinkett. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, at some point in her life, maybe the mid 90s, I'm talking about Minister Society days, I'm talking about Set It Off days, Jada Pinkett was, or is, and was incredibly attractive, and that's despite her body looking like just flat, like a. And I'll give you another great example of a woman that's extremely beautiful, that has small breasts and a small bottom, and that being Aaliyah. I'm not sure if you know who Aaliyah is. She passed a long time ago, but let me tell you, Aaliyah is like high on a lot of guys' lists. I'll give you another one, Maya, right? Do you know the R&B singer Maya? Like, these are women who have naturally smaller breasts and bottoms. I think Maya has gotten thick over the years, but I'm talking about early Maya, right? But anyway, the point is, we absolutely love small breasts and small bottoms. Do we all have our preferences? Absolutely. But the bigger point is, a woman who is confident in herself and doesn't need a modification will probably always be a higher tier than a woman that changes things about herself. That's just the honest truth. Okay. So what I'm saying, ladies, is find the confident you, find you, and try to enhance what you already have. God gave you those body parts. And what's happening is, when you modify yourself, you attract the wrong guys and the wrong energy. So instead of getting the guy that you probably should have, now you're getting these sleazeballs who only want women with fake body parts. I mean, do you really want that guy? Do you want the guy that you're actually supposed to have? And yeah, I understand there's an immense amount of pressure around looking a certain way for women. I get all that. But I'm telling you right now, there's nothing more attractive than a woman with natural body parts. I'm just telling you right now, before everyone goes and finds a surgeon in Brazil, I'm telling you right now, you're doing yourself a disservice, because we love natural. Okay. And that's that. Now, as a caveat, if you do have surgery, or if you still plan to get surgery, less is more. It goes all the way back to the first thing I said. Less is more. Try your best to scale it back. You don't want to make it so disproportionate that it's easy to spot. You ever seen a woman and you said immediately she has work done, or she had work done? You don't want that to be the sentiment when people look at you. You want people to look at you and say, has she had work done? Has she, had a surgery? So you're not going to get the bottom that's 3 times big. You might go 1.5. You might even go one size bigger because you just want to sell the illusion. It's like being a magician. You're not trying to make the trick so obvious that people can see your hands moving underneath the table. You want it to be very subtle. All right. Less is more when it comes to all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to put that out there. I hope that that was informational, informative. I hope that I helped someone out there. If so, throw a like on the video. I'll see you on the next one and stay safe. Peace.